Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Divinity Original Sin, the Enhanced Edition. That's an important bit of the title. This is actually the second time I tried recording this. The first time went badly. Let's see if I get it right this time. It was done by Larian Studios, Larian, back in 2015. New game. I actually had a game going, but I'm going to restart it because I'm half 3 minutes into it now. We have Explorer Mode. If you prefer the story and exploration over being challenged in combat, this is difficulty for you. Classic. The classic Divinity experience. You'll need your wits about you in both in and out of combat. Tactician Mode. The foes you'll meet will be cunning, relentless, and come in greater numbers. They'll bombard you with nasty tricks and surprise that the Explorer and Classic modes just don't feature. Not for the faint of heart. Not quite what I said, but it's close enough. Last but not least, Honor mode, or Hardcore mode, as I call it. Failure is not an option. Up the stakes by adding but a single save game to the already highly challenging Tactician mode. If your entire party perishes, the save or game will be erased, and your quest will end. Never mind. And your quest will be well and truly over. So it'll go easy, normal, hard, hardcore. This is a staple in most games these days. Everyone loves hardcore mode for some reason. We'll go with classic mode, because it's sort of a mix between the two. It's not easy, but it's not hard. I'll need my wits still to get past the battles. Right, we're just going to jump straight in here because I already did this once before. We have Demona, the only character female character I play, and her uncle, Ubel, who is actually far more powerful than Demona by like a considerable margin. I want her to be a knight. You can see back, nope. To be a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Alright, customize. Talents. I want to take Water Rush, which gives me the bonus 2. I want to put in Pet Pal, because it's a useful skill. That's an incredibly useful skill. I accept that. I'm not going to touch them. Oh. Wow. Oh, hold on a second. I can change this out. Urvarovo. Let's see. Cure Wounds is the only heal spell I've got. Crushing Fist. Ooh. How's that? I never actually altered any of this stuff before. I suppose we should actually alter that, portrait this time to match us. I want this head again. I believe it's this hairstyle over here. Yep, short trim. Where's the blue one? Oh, I could have the green one though. Let's have Dragon Scale green. Do we have one in this color? Oh, we do. Not quite. Get past the Reaper faces. That's actually cool. Not like portrait, but cool. You'd think they'd have the hair. Use one model and just use several versions of the hair. Fine, we don't have that exact portrait. So I should allow this one to go a little red flare effect. I like that. Warrior's Voice, Golden Touch. That's all fine. Your bell. We'll change your head to one of these. I can't remember which one I had now. Don't want beards. That one. His hair was not 15. It was a short, long back one. There you go. That will be fine. I'll have that. Jet black, no. Got some blue. He actually has red hair. change his portrait because it's not matching him whatsoever. I think that's Geralt. I don't have a tush. I have a marvelous look of hair. I don't have a tash. What's the point? Oh, well, I this one. But don't have one that matches, do they? Nope, just on Geralt again. There we go. Except that, don't tweak his thing, and we'll just get going. Why? Faster than I did last time.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and
Yeah.
healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded
Ketchup?
the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Yeah. Well, they're hunters. Grrr. Lalarian Studios. Lalarian presents an old man coming.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them calls? Means we're close to shore.
Ooh.
Don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry and out
good.
for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the councillor in.
Really?
Source in a city like Sicil. Nowhere safe anymore.
Not really, no.
Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters.
Nice beard.
Happy to hear we've reached Sicil.
And you're still one-handed.
There's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage.
That was quick.
We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack.
Nah, it's that pastry.
Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to
Well,
get
hunters.
justice for the councillor, you'll have to keep your wits about you.
Hey, I'm a
May
sorcerer.
the luck
I'm a
of
hunter.
the gods be with you both, source hunters.
That could be misinterpreted. I'm a source hunter. I hunt the source. No, I hunt sorcerers. Divine Divinity. Original Sin. We all know it's Divine Divinity, even if it just says Divinity. TM. Hey, we're on the beach. I'm going to pause this for 2 seconds while I check to make sure we are actually recording properly. Because last time I did this, I wasn't recording. Despite me thinking I was recording. I'm going to pause this for 2 seconds. While I'm going to flick the screens. And we're back. Good thing I checked that. Because, it wasn't recording again. Since they were losing the whole thing this time, we only lost a little bit at the beginning. All you literally missed was an introduction. And me creating my characters. That's about it. On chest. Now, what I love about this game, the thing I do like, I love how it does that whole transparency
If I
thing.
didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Now I can chit-chat with my other half. I hear something. Well, I like that effect there. Wait. I like it that it isn't all the way through, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Nothing there. I had a chest back there, I didn't notice that. Ooh, water arrows. I can't use them, but ooh.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What, did you expect it to have an entourage?
Yes. scroll. The Rain Scroll. We'll actually read this one first. The Order of the Source Hunters. A brief history. When Source was tainted so many centuries ago, sorcerers who had once brought great good began to wield the force of evil. When one of their kind, Brachus Rex, came to power, he instigated a war that would have undone Rivellon, if not for the Council of Seven. These wise rulers ordered a new order of elite warriors, specially trained to fight the Source menace. Brachus was defeated, and the Order of the Source Hunters began its legacy. Our objective is to eradicate the Source menace from Rivellon, one sorcerer at a time. Page 2. Recognizing Source. Unlike other forms of magic, Source is particularly difficult to identify. Mages, many years' experience, may learn to sense the presence of Source, as others smell the sick sweet scent of poison or hear the barely perceptible scrape of sword loosened from its hilt. Source may be channeled through certain objects, weapons, gems, or metals. These are unpredictable as Source itself, and many inflict terrible harm or magnificent feats of healing upon either wielder or target. Methodology of the Source Hunter. Ours is an order of cunning and cleverness, as much as strength and power. The well-trained Source Hunter will examine and question, lift every barrel, analyze each testimony for the faintest breath of a clue. Nothing is insurmountable. If some knot puzzles you, mark its location on your map with X key, and return to when you've learned a better method of untangling it, like scissors. There are no limits to a Source Hunter's resolve. No riddle is unknowable, except why you have 12 buns and only 10 sausages. No foe is unbeatable. Death is unbeatable. No mystery unsolvable. What do women want? And now it's to read the book. Juna 21st. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down to the beach. At the beach. This should be a small feat for a man that can fly. If this experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target. Baka.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of all things.
Pure madness. Occasional leap of faith.
Well, great deeds require the occasional leap of faith. I myself might have done the same.
True enough, history has been made by those willing to risk it all.
True enough. History is made by those willing to risk it all.
Yep, I chose a different one last time. But we're romantics. Yay. Right, anything down here I can steal? No, I was just leaving back there, but... I like the art style. I like the design of the game. The combat is fairly fluid. I like the fact that mere things like water can make a huge difference in the battlefield. A puddle in the wrong spot could doom your entire party.
Source hunters, how did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Bye! You guys gonna come back and fight? No? Leaving me?
Arise, fair dead. Seize
I
upon
don't
our
want to call them fair.
enemies.
They do look very unfair. Yeah, I like this. It's turn-based, so it's great. There's nothing wrong with other styles of combat. Mate, here's how this works. I can run things like Midnight Oil and Flare, which takes 5 AP to cast. Ah, so it's 3 AP plus 1. So I can make oil, so I can... Because everything's AP based, I can use that. And I still have 3 AP left, so I can fire this. That's up. Can't see target. He is now unable. I actually threw a bomb at him last time. We're going to encourage ourselves. He's burning, so. See? Oh, got gold this time.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead.
Yes.
What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
Well, you could have choose. This way, your choice is make it pragmatic or things. You can choose which side you want to go for. Our orders are to say to report to contact in Cecil, not waste precious time outside the city walls. We can't turn away from such a odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and find see what's.
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and
Makes
see
sense
what
to me.
answers it might reveal.
Yes. See, until we briefed our intended investigation, every wasted moment is a outright defiance of our orders. Yeah, that is, true, but at the same time, they just resurrected the dead.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Yeah. So I'm going to take this option. Besides, I'm quest of the main map anyway. Well, actually, no, it's not really a quest. It actually doesn't go elsewhere. Now, I could talk to this rat. Hello, rat.
Oh, how nice to meet your acquaintance. We rats may be small, but that makes it all the easier to keep our ears to the ground. Friendly-wise, I'd say we rodents are the best friends an adventurer can make.
Excellent, thank you, rat. Did you just talk to the rat? Yes, I had a pet perk. Alright. In case of locked chests, see this way if you see a rogue with you, you can unlock the chest. There you go. Me, I'm just going to do this. There you go. Ooh, 200 staff. And a skull. You never know when that could be useful. Now let's go. A doof. Skull. A barrel. More barreling. Fire arrows. Smack. Smack. Sometimes they can be rather dopey and they don't run straight down the path past us we run down. You have a weight limit. The more you carry, the more you have on you, the more, or should I say, heavier gear, the more your weight limit goes up. There you go. Thank you. What you got? Water to fire. Well, currently I'm using fire spells. Oil stuff to make fire spells, so this thing's more useful.
Careful! There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
I'm gonna make it go away now. Ooh, water balloon. That's definitely burning, not us. We're fine. He knows that there. He ran around the thing. He didn't run into it. He ran around it. Oh. Okay, so was it like keys and sort of things? I didn't get this last time, so. There you go, I got a hat. Yeah, I've got the show items on the floor thing on, which is very handy because, you know, sometimes you can't see things. I didn't know the key was there.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
No, one way or the other. Right, rats, come here.
Has anyone ever told you you're as pretty as a starstone? I may not be able to see past your ankles, but I'm sure of it.
Thank you, rat. His ass. Take that. Old parchment. Read. Gravekeeper Requiem. Tend to the graves in the antechamber before moving into the inner rooms. To proceed, stand very close to the door and press the button that appears on its right hand side. That just told me where to go. Nope, anything else there? I have lockpicks. However, my chances of lockpicking this are slim. Okay, scratch that. Got that one wrong. I spent ages battering that chest. I'll give that to you, Belt. Give that to you, Belt. Give that to you, Belt, because I can't cast magic. I don't think. Nope. Click. I should best pick up those wood chips. You never know when wood chips will come in handy. Bit like everything in this game, really. You never know when such and such will come in handy. When I get a bag of holding, it won't be a problem.
What's this? I found something.
But you didn't really have to find it. There was told on the button not to find it anyway.
There must be some way to open this.
Yeah. Like this.
We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such useful knowledge.
Well, you know. Fire resistance potion. Excellent. Boo. But no, I have played this a bit, and I have, you know, gone through things. I love the environmental stuff that they do in this game. I'm gonna try using the scroll. I smashed barrels last time. Oh wow, I can use spells.
I need to dry off.
All the barrels have become thing as I said. As all the lights have gone off. You notice. It's not just thing. It's everything. All the fire around it went poof.
Careful now. That's a trap. This seems to be broken.
Oh, I see. I came here so I can use one of these. This will be a level 1 trap that's incredibly easy to disarm. Check this vase. You find the key. I get some bases. I did a lot of things, and quite frankly, I should not have bothered doing on my last video because I didn't know what to do. Describing the myriad uses of pixie dusts. Those poor pixies. Secrets of the Scroll. Rivellon's powers are many, and even without the invention of we enhancers, her magic shrines, through even the most common objects. Sprinkled with a bit of pixie dust, these objects' natural powers are quite enhanced. A rabbit's paw, for instance, might only be of use to the most superstitious, but given a fine coating of pixie dust, and the paw's magical properties spring to life. Held on a thread, rope, or string, or ring, the magical paw will bring great luck to its wearer. But the rabbit paw is only the tip of the magical iceberg. Yay! Rabbit paw ring, rabbit paw fist. I don't think the rabbit's in much luck. I'm fairly certain it's bad luck for the rabbit. I mean, to get this paw, you had to take his foot off. That was. See, everything around here has been put out, and we got wet. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about anything. This way, for some strange reason, has no importance whatsoever than being there. But, you know. Fireball scroll. Take. That will kill you lickety split, by the way. This poison cloud here will just wipe you out in no time flat. Power!
No one victory!
Yes! So why bother doing that when you can throw a fireball? A chest that's not locked. I have the key in it. I got a sword last time I did this. But yes, it's progressing quite nicely. I love the game. I really do. I haven't finished it. I played a lot of it, but I haven't finished it. But there's so much stuff you can be doing on the inside, on the sidelines. To the point which it's just not possible, I don't think, to do it all. At least not in a very timely manner. Now here's a puzzle.
What's this? I found something.
I've spotted something.
Yeah, see all those things? I'm gonna pick these up.
Nothing but rubbish.
Now I picked those up for a reason. I can actually open the vases and there's nothing in them. If I can do that, then this. Bonk. 1. Bonk. 2. Three. Ta-da! By doing that, I have sealed those off. They are now an ineffectual trap. I can do with a new sword. Preferably a really powerful one. Go for a wand. But you know, a sword would be nicer.
Shh. I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
And see, because now I'm a rock.
I sense enemies nearby.
Oh, wow. They're burning. And oh, I almost shot. I suppose I could charge.
Valiant dash.
He did. And to attack, I need 4 AP. We win. I didn't actually do that last time. I kind of did a bad job. You know, I sort of fired a fireball from around the corner and obliterated them in one hit. They also talked last time about
This seems to be broken.
Their master not being, the master being all that lot, and no one could get in anymore. Like, now this is where I actually ended the episode last time because we got there 10 minutes early later. We're here it's good 8 minutes early, so we'll continue on. Now this is a puzzle. Use that. Now these two are not linked anymore, they'll run independently of each other. But see, if I try to move one... So, you two again.
This seems to be broken.
I want to pick it up and move it. There you go. And one on here. Bonk. Ta-da! If you had lightning, that's what I love about it. If you got poison gas, you can explode it. If you got pools of water on the floor, you can set them. You can throw lightning bolts in them. And you can electrify them, forcing your opponents to run around them, which is great because you know every time they do that, they gotta run around it. They can't fight you. I want the cooking pot because you have to use it. Hammer, arrow.
I was really hoping to find something better.
Yeah, we've got a lot of gear on us. We do have an inventory limit. I just can't remember what it is. Yep. You can sell everything in here, which is great. At the same time, it's a bit of a pain in the ass because you can sell important items by accident. Thankfully, I'm a klepto, so I'll never sell anything. And that's where you got to separate them. Because one must stand on the door to open it. Excellent, you zooming around there? Excellent. Excellent. Okay, we've actually got a fight going on. Auto save successful because this is a boss fight. I'm guessing it's the caretaker. Leader in sight, level 1.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it?
A trio of figures for entrance's tomb. They seem to have put a stone in their possession.
Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone, deliver it now and I may deign to end you quickly. In life, I toiled to care for these holy grounds.
Yeah.
In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy.
I don't think so, Calamio.
I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha!
I'll take my leave then. Bye.
Run if you like, Defiler. Whichever way you...
Okay, this is a fight. So him, Requiem goes after me, after you, Bell, so... I'm gonna fire a fireball. Burning failed, but that one's gonna hit. Midnight oil. Excellent. It links them up. I only move a little bit for 1 point. Oh, burning successful. Yay. Nut. Bonk.
Leg to stand on.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
I don't know about that. I mean, you. He's dead. You poked me for a crappy poke. I'm gonna poke you back. Yeah, poke fest. I cannot be defeated so easily. Oh, death cannot claim me. Thump. I believe death did claim him. Ooh, nice. +1 due to level difference. I like that already. Yeah, minor healing potions. I got a good loop out of that. Ooh, that one. Let's see. Ooh, 200 practice sword. It's better than what I've got. +1 due to level difference. It'll cost me 5 AP to 6 AP to attack with it until I level up. So essentially, you can equip all sorts of stuff. You can equip all different completely different level of gear. Stuff that's way too high leveled. Hold on. There might have been something in here. No. You can equip things that are way too high level for your character. However, doing so will become problematic because you will not be able. The level difference will stop you. Oh look, we come outside. Fish. What about that way anyway? Oh wow, we've actually... We're going down. So if we had run past that, we'd have gone straight up here. But we'd have missed out on all that loot and all that experience. And I am, if anything, if for the loot fiend. I love my loot. And it makes sense, because if I don't find the loot, you know, things like that. Shell. Ah, Way Shrine. I get 30 points every time I catch one of those. It's great. I'm gonna make sure all spells go to him because he has magic. We don't have anything else. Any other waypoints. So we're kind of stuck in. That is nice though. I like that water effect. That is a nice effect. You know what? Let's just stand here and admire the water. Okay, the boat there. Yeah, we're gonna stand here. We're gonna admire the water because you know we have. Yeah, I made sure to save this time. So, when we come back, folks, we shall find out what those two guys at the bridge are going on about, and probably head forth to go save the day and find out what this bloodstone and all this other stuff is. That's all for next time. So until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya.